Hi, I'm Tom and this is Sonja, and we joined Ronovationz around the back end of 2015, and at that point we were pretty much novice. We had some book knowledge about property investment, but and we'd been running around Pukekohe and Hamilton, and then at that time we met Ron from Ronovationz at a Auckland Property Investors Association meeting, and from that time we were encouraged to go along to a classroom session and then come out to what they call on the road. And so we started getting some practical experience where we hadn't had that before. We started to get in the field coaching and guidance from Ronovationz, and that for us proved to be very valuable for us.
We were very risk averse. It had taken us it was taking us a long time to buy a property, and really we just didn't know what we should be looking for. But once we had joined Ronovationz and started going out on the road with Ron, he would talk us through the property. We started learning about what to look for in a property, how to add value to the property, and how to gauge what a good price to pay for the property would be. So that built our confidence quite a lot, and it was within a very short time, only a couple of weeks of joining Ronovationz, that we then went and we bought our first property. And then that set us up, and within 5 or 6 months we had bought 5 properties, and that was just because we trusted the advice that we were given by Ron, and he helped build our confidence. And once you started buying the property, went through that first renovation and started learning, it started making it easier, and the whole journey became quite exciting.
And at that point Ron had also started taking on board some coaches, so if Ron wasn't there, some of the coaches would come around and look at properties for our second look, giving us some extra advice on how to do the renovation and add value. So we found that whole collective team with our real estate agents and our coaches. We didn't have that financial broker, but there were plenty of brokers there to help us with our money. The whole team really helped us really get out of the paralysis by analysis stage, get off our bums, and actually make some commitments to investing in property, which is a great start. So that was the good thing also that we found was that we had pretty much 24/7 access to our coaches and Ron, just for those little bits of advice that you need. Sometimes you need that advice straight away. And the Facebook page that we use also was a good way of bouncing ideas off, keeping an idea on what was happening as an offshoot of going out on the road, tagging our properties, so that we could begin that process. That was excellent. So it was a good tool. So really just looking at the results for us, I've got some numbers here. Just had a look at high level. We in the space of 8 months we purchased $3.9 million worth of properties. We spent, that was all at the 30% LVR, by the way, so things had got tougher for investors at that stage, but it didn't matter because the value was there. We spent $214K on renovating them, and that was 5 properties. 4 of them we added a bedroom, so they're units, to add value, and did full renovations on those. So we did more renovations than most do, but there's a payback for that. And now with a new value of 4.7 million. So I guess in that 8 months we managed to add 800,000 worth of value to our portfolio. And if you look at our return on investment for the money that we came up with, that works out at 44% ROI, which we were very happy with, given that we were novices. But that's very much down to the advice and the good market intelligence that we got from Ron. Ron also helped us out in those scary situations in the auction rooms too, where we know absolutely that we paid a better price, a truer market price, rather than the hyped up price you get at auctions, simply because we had Ron then guiding us and coaching us and telling us how that process should work. Some of the lessons that we learnt so far from Ronovationz was Ron always told us about 3 rules, and that's either you buy under market value, you add value, or you buy in a high capital gain area. And so Ron helped us with narrowing down our territory so that we didn't go squandering our money out of low capital gain areas. That was good advice from him. That was specific to us, and I would just say that for somebody else's venture into property investment might be a little different to what we did, but that was certainly something that we did, was try and keep central, try and find something that we could add value to, and it seemed to work out pretty good for us. What else would I say? Yeah, I think it's just a matter of enjoying the team spirit that we have here, so from a social aspect and encouragement aspect, but always go to your coaches for advice on how to move your business forward. Anything else?
No, I think the friendships and the camaraderie that you get out of Ronovationz is it's priceless.
Yeah.
We met some fantastic people and have made some really good friends. It was great that you could throw ideas around with all the various students, and you're always learning something from somebody else. Even our project manager for all our renovations is a student from Ronovationz, so it's great. It just equips you so well. And it does make that property journey so much easier.
And you'll have a lot of laughs along the way.
Yeah.